All right, let's jump right into this because something huge is happening in the world of Pinoy Pop, or P-pop as we know it. We're here in early 2026, and it honestly feels like we're at a pivotal moment, a real tipping point where the global ambition of an entire genre is being tested like never before.
And that, of course, brings us to the big question, the one we're really here to explore. Is P-pop actually on the verge of a global takeover? It's a question fans have been buzzing about for years, but right now, the answer feels, well, it feels closer than it's ever been.
Because on one very specific day, January 11th, 2026, the entire scene was just set on fire. I mean, this wasn't just another day of new music drops. No, this felt different. This felt like a statement, a declaration of intent from a whole new generation of artists.
Now, for anyone who might be new to this, let's do a quick rundown. P-pop is this incredibly infectious pop music coming straight out of the Philippines. We're talking catchy hooks, super polished choreography, and this really cool blend of local Filipino culture with global pop sounds.
So, to really get what's happening right now, you have to understand the two major forces at play. First, you have the Titans, groups like the legendary SB19 and Gimme. They're the ones who kick down the doors on the international stage. And now you've got the new wave. These are groups like Bilib and Nova, and they aren't just walking through those open doors. They are sprinting through them at full speed.
So let's break it down and start with the first part of this new wave phenomenon, the viral sensations known as Bilib.
Seriously, if you were on any social media platform in late 2025, you could not get away from their song, Gimme the Music. It was this amazing retro bounce anthem they did with the powerhouse vocalist ZéLa, and the whole vibe is just about finding your own joy, even when you're stuck in the most boring situation imaginable.
And these hours right here, this is the story behind the story. 9 to 5 wasn't just a lyric, it was their actual daily training schedule. This massive breakthrough they had wasn't an accident. It was built on pure, non-stop, relentless hard work. And you know what? Backgrind did not go unnoticed. Aris Francisco, who's the creative director at their music label, he just put it perfectly. He said, these guys are the definition of globally competitive. And that's the key, right? It's not just about having talent. It's having that world-class work ethic to match. And the results were immediate and explosive. Their music video for Gimme the Music racked up over 1 million views in the first week alone. That's not just a local hit, you know? That's the kind of debut that makes the entire world turn its head and say, okay, who are these guys?
But Bilib was only half of the story on that incredible day, because on that very same day, January 11th, we also got hit with the absolutely explosive debut of the girl group Nova. And you couldn't pick a more perfect name. A Nova is literally the explosive birth of a star. Talk about setting expectations high. And let me tell you, their debut performance lived up to every single bit of that hype.
This group is a 6-member force of nature, and their skills are incredibly diverse. You've got Dia, the lead dancer, who comes from a theater background, so she brings this amazing expressiveness. You've got Wendy, the vocal powerhouse, and Red, who's a multi-instrumentalist. Every single member is a polished pro, bringing something unique to the group. And here's the thing that's so cool about them. They're not just trying to follow some pre-made formula for success. Their mission, which they made crystal clear with their debut single All In, is to represent the Pinoy heart with total authenticity. It's a bold statement that they are all in for the Philippines on the world stage.
So, you've got these two massive debuts on the exact same day. You have to wonder, why is this all happening right now? Well, it's definitely not a coincidence. This is all part of a much, much bigger picture.
Get this, the government of the Philippines itself, through its Department of Trade and Industry, is actively pushing what it calls creative exports, and P-pop is being seen as a huge part of that, a key driver for the country's cultural influence, or soft power, across the globe.
And the heavy hitters in the global music industry are taking notice. Lindgren, and this is a producer who's worked with giants like BTS and Dua Lipa, he pointed to the unending abundance of vocal ability in the Philippines is what makes it so special. He basically called it a natural resource that the world is just now starting to really appreciate. Wow.
But to really truly understand the appeal of P-pop, you have to get that it's about so much more than just catchy songs. What it is, at its heart, is a unique and really powerful cultural fusion. You know, for a long time, the Easy label was just K-pop inspired, but it's evolved way beyond that. It has become its own distinct thing.
And you can see this authenticity everywhere. You see it in their fashion, where they're incorporating traditional Filipino textiles. You hear it in the lyrics, with the inclusion of regional languages.
and you just feel it in that signature Filipino warmth that shines through in their performances and how they interact with their fans. That is their unique selling point to the world.
Okay, so with all of this incredible momentum, this energy building up, where does P-pop go from here? What's the next big step?
Well, one thing's for sure. The success of Bilib and the debut of Nova proved that the talent pool in the Philippines is seemingly bottomless. They are the undeniable proof that this new wave of 2026 is real, and it shows the genre has the depth to keep this global push going for a long, long time.
And that leaves us with one final, very exciting question. With this level of talent, this incredible discipline, and this unique cultural flavor, is this the year? Could this be the year we finally see a P-pop group headlining a major global festival, like a Coachella or a Lollapalooza? After what we saw on January 11th, that possibility feels closer than it ever has before.